Hey guys, FLW Pro Jacob Wheeler here, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about a technique that is probably pretty high up there on my radars. What I love to do is flipping reeds. You know, what I look for in reeds are irregularities. You know, I think a lot of people take and look at bass fishing and they think it's so difficult, and it can be at times, but a lot of times to help make it a little easier for you guys is irregularities. And anything you do, those bass are normally going to hang around irregularity, whether it's a transition in a rock, or it's a transition in types of grass, or there's a point, or there's a pocket. That's what they're going to be around. And reed fishing is no different. You know, so for me, throwing 20-pound fluorocarbon, you know, a half-ounce jig is probably one of the best ways to catch these fish around a lot of this vegetation. Now, first off, what I'm looking for is anything that has these bows in, where they make like little pockets and coves and come out to a point. As you can see up in front of me, I have a little point, and that's gonna be a perfect place for these fish to stage. These little protected pockets are gonna be where the fish are gonna wanna spawn. So when I'm looking for fish that are pre-spawn or just getting done with the spawn, a lot of times they're gonna be set up to ambush a lot of their prey right there on that point. But do not forget, now one of the best ways to catch these big fish, do not forget the backs, and I call those the caves. When I say a cave, I mean way back in there you'll see a little hole, and that can be the dynamite place where all the big fish are laying. So now I'm gonna throw it out there, pitch it out there, and the big thing when you're flipping a jig is allowing your bait to fall on a slack line. I cannot tell you guys how important that is. When I pick my bait up and I flip it in there, I'm allowing that bait to fall on a slack line. 90% of my bites are gonna come as that bait is falling. And then what I see a lot of people do is they let it go all the way to the bottom, and they shake it once, shake it twice, and reel it out. I will tell you, this is what you want to do. You pitch it out there, you let it fall to the bottom, let it sit there for a minute. How many times when your bait first falls, I don't know how many times when I'm pitching that bait out there, let it sit there for a minute, those fish will come down there, they've seen it fall down there, they run over there, they've sure seen what's going on, those legs are still kicking, and they go over there and they pick it up. Especially when it's on their bed, you don't want to move it a whole lot. You shake it once, let it sit there, shake it twice, pull it out a little ways, and you reel it out. So you know, every cast or every pitch is going to be about 30 seconds, maybe 20-30 seconds, but allowing that bait to sit there is a big ordeal in getting those fish to bite. Now once you get those fish on, now you have the battle. But taking your time, and if a fish gets wrapped up in a clump or something like that, you know, don't try to horse that fish out of there. Take your time, take the boat to that fish, and you're getting a lot more fish in the boat. So hopefully these tips help you out next time you're dealt with this situation. You catch a lot more fish this coming up spring.